I'd like to welcome all of you to our second annual Academic Honors Convocation. And on behalf of the faculty and staff of Northeastern University, I wish to extend my congratulations to all of our awardees today. You will find a description of all of the awards that are being presented today in your programs, and those individuals being honored today join other distinguished members of our community of scholars, and a list of these scholars are also included in your program. I'd like to note that in addition to recognizing those receiving the university awards today, we'll also acknowledge several individuals who have received prestigious national awards. It's now my pleasure to introduce the President of Northeastern University, Joseph E. Aoun.
Thank you, Provost Director. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. One more time, and let's do it all together. Good afternoon. Well, trustees, faculty, colleagues, staff, parents, students, and honorees, welcome. I would like to go off script and recognize the marshals who are here today, and especially the Grand Marshal, Professor Robinson, who is retiring this year. I was talking to my colleague Arvin, and Arvin said, people ask me, why do I become a marshal? Why am I doing it? And he said that the answer is very simple. I saw what it means for my parents to meet the faculty and to see them. And that's why I have been doing it for all these years. So Professor Robinson, I would like you to stand and be recognized. Let's give him a big round of applause, and we thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. As you know, the Academic Honors Convocation is one of the most important events of the year at Northeastern, and in any university for that matter. Today, we celebrate the faculty, staff, students, and alumni who have contributed so much to our momentum. 5 years ago, we all came together behind a vision for Northeastern that builds on our own core values and greatest strength. Our collective achievements have been extraordinary, illuminating the engagement for which this university is renowned. We have much to celebrate as an academic community. Talented and engaged students, distinguished faculty scholars at the forefront of their fields, great staff members who continually find innovative ways to strengthen our community, and the support of alumni deeply committed to our shared vision for Northeastern. We commend the many individuals who have helped shape our success. And across this campus, throughout the nation and around the globe, members of the Northeastern community endeavor to bring this institution to even greater heights. Today, we also honor those individuals whose singular accomplishments across disciplines and within disciplines deserve special recognition. Their feats capture the essence of Northeastern and model what a premier research global university should be. Honorees, you truly inspire us with the tenacity, the creativity, the commitment, and the character that have brought you to this moment. At the heart of your pioneering scholarship is the desire to reveal truth and to transform the world. Your discoveries touch countless lives throughout the world and inspire the next generation of young scientists and scholars. As teachers, you adeptly integrate classroom learning with life learning. As mentors, you help pave the way for students to experience the world. The passion and attention you bring to your work leave an indelible impression on the minds and spirits of your students. Your determination to take the road less traveled, to seek solutions where others see obstacles, to find ways of supporting our campus community reminds us what it means to be a committed university citizen. Students, you never cease to astonish us with your ability to fearlessly chart your own course. Your triumphs along the way are marked by unique capacity to think and do. And your intellect and understanding of the world measure far beyond your ears. The individual and collective achievements we celebrate today connect us deeply to our mission as a university community. We honor you, and we thank you for the example you set. In doing so, you raised the bar for all of us. Most of all, we thank you for the impact you make around the globe and for your unwavering commitment to excellence. Thank you and congratulations.
Good afternoon. Each year, the Goldwater Scholarship Committee names 300 Barry M. Goldwater Scholars. This year, Neil Shaw, a 2014 student in the College of Engineering with a major in electrical and computer engineering, is the recipient of a 2012 Goldwater Scholarship. As a research assistant in the Northeastern University Computer Architecture Lab, Neil is working on state-of-the-art computer vision algorithms and using them to build innovative face recognition and object detection applications for security, national defense, and immigration purposes. He is currently on co-op as a design engineer at Advanced Micro Devices, a multinational semiconductor company. The Hodgkinson Award is a university-wide award and is one of the highest honors that a senior at Northeastern can receive. The award is based primarily on distinguished scholastic achievement with consideration of character, personality, qualities of leadership, co-op experience, and service in voluntary organizations and activities. It is my pleasure to present this year's Hodgkinson Awards to Mark Cleary, a health science major. As a sophomore, Mark was accepted into Tufts University School of Medicine through its Early Assurance Program, a partnership with Northeastern. When he enters medical school this fall, he'll build on his clinical research experience at Brigham and Women's Hospital and draw from the valuable insights he gained on co-ops in South America. His accomplishments also include the President's Award for Outstanding Scholarship, the Presidential Global Scholarship, and the Ruth Page Sweet Award for Unusual Professional Potential. Matthew Kornoyer is a political science major. Matthew, recipient of the 2011 Truman Scholarship, has done co-ops at the New England Council and in the U.S. Senate. He has a long list of leadership positions, including President of Northeastern's International Relations Council and Secretary General of the National Model Arab League, where he has received significant national recognition and is one of the most highly regarded students in the program. He plans to earn a law degree and to enter public service. Lauren Giannino is a chemical engineering major with a biochemical engineering minor. Lauren will merge her chemical engineering talents with her interest in business development at Harvard, where she has been accepted into its highly selective MBA program. While at Northeastern, her academic excellence has been recognized with 6 prestigious awards and scholarships, and she made significant scientific contributions to her field during her 3 co-ops. She was also selected as a peer mentor for the College of Engineering's Introductory Engineering course, a distinction reserved for its best and brightest students. Shraddha Kaj is a behavioral neuroscience major. A critical thinker with strong analytical skills and an exemplary work ethic, Shraddha has been recognized with many top scholastic awards. She has conducted research in Northeastern's Interdisciplinary Affective Science Lab, collaborating with researchers at the Center for Anxiety and Traumatic Stress Disorders Lab at Boston's Massachusetts General Hospital. Shraddha was a pre-medical intern at Venus Hospital in Nepal, which expanded and sharpened her clinical skills, and she volunteered at Brigham and Women's Hospital.
It's my privilege and pleasure to introduce the 2012 Presidential Global Fellows. Those awarded the Presidential Global Fellowship have demonstrated the highest excellence in academic achievement, leadership, and innovative global experience. Only a few of the strongest candidates who received the Presidential Global Scholars Award are considered for the fellowship. Selection is made by a Presidential Global Fellows Committee and approved by the President. Our first 2012 Presidential Global Fellow is Sarah Hodson, an international affairs major with global social entrepreneurship and Chinese minors. Sarah is unable to join us today because she's on co-op in China. We can clap for her, however. But during her time here at Northeastern, she has shown an unwavering commitment to helping small business owners lift themselves out of poverty through field studies in Belize, the Dominican Republic, and South Africa. She helped monitor the impact of microfinance programs and research conducted while on co-op at Grameen Bank in Bangladesh led to a report for the bank's microfinancing model, which is pending publication. Our second 2012 Presidential Global Fellow is Megan Kazik, a biology major with a sociology minor. Megan will enter Tufts University School of Medicine in the fall, spent a 2010 co-op in India working with the Foundation for Sustainable Development. The experience solidified her interest in global public health, and her next international co-op focused on researching the genetics of breast cancer in Mumbai. Both co-ops, plus a dialogue for civilizations in Kenya, provided valuable experience and insight, further inspiring her pursuit of practicing global medicine. Congratulations.
Doctoral students truly represent the future of academia. Therefore, it is especially gratifying to honor several of our most talented and committed doctoral students with these next awards. Associate Vice Provost Phil He will present these awards.
Good afternoon. The recipient of the first 2012 Graduate Research Award is Kristen Bell, a doctoral candidate in criminology and criminal justice. Her faculty advisors are Professor Nicole Rafter and Assistant Professor Carlos Cuevas, both in the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice. Kristen's research, which centers on interpersonal violence, has transformed the way scholars understand the Armenian genocide. One of her most recent papers, under review for publication at Gender and Society, will be the first article in the field of criminology to examine the relationship of gender and genocide. Congratulations. The recipient of the second 2012 Graduate Research Award is Bo Li, doctoral candidate in mechanical and industrial engineering. His faculty advisor is Yoon Jun Jung, associate professor of mechanical and industrial engineering. Bo's most recent research in nanomaterials technology has led to the development of a unique method for fabricating micro-nano architectures of suspended carbon nanotubes on flexible polymer substrate. The technique has never been demonstrated and can be applied to next-generation flexible electronics. He has also authored 4 papers that have been published in top nanoscience and nanotechnology journals. The recipient of the 2012 Graduate Teaching Assistant Award is also Vahabzadeh, doctoral candidate in communications and signal processing. His faculty advisor is Masoud Salehi, associate professor of electrical and computer engineering. Also's teaching in the engineering program is characterized by efficiency, hard work, and a quiet determination to help students master the course material. His comprehensive knowledge of the material and meticulous attention to detail made him an excellent resource for students and a valuable source of feedback on student performance for faculty. Faculty members uniformly describe him as the perfect teaching assistant. Congratulations. The recipient of the 2012 Graduate Community Service Award is Laura Lewis, doctoral candidate in biology. Laura's commitment to science education in the community, particularly through her voluntary work with local youth, has contributed greatly to the mission of the Marine Science Center. A natural communicator, she has been the ideal youth mentor, volunteered dozens of hours to participate in the Marine Science Center's educational programs. Her initiative and enthusiasm have spurred the center to formalize its graduate student volunteer experience. Congratulations. The recipient of the 2012 Graduate Experiential Learning Award is Lauren Brown, Master of Science degree candidate in Industrial Engineering. Her Gordon Engineering Leadership Program mentors are Richard Moore, Director of the Gordon Census Medical Program, and Colonel Steve McGonigal, Professor of Engineering Leadership. As a member of the Gordon Engineering Leadership Program, Lauren is described by her professors and colleagues as a leader with professional maturity beyond her years. She embodies the true spirit of experiential learning, evidenced by her excellent track record of applying what she learns in her graduate studies at Northeastern to her work at the Winchester Engineering and Analytical Center, where she manages a project aimed at reducing public health risks. Thank you.
Last year, the university established 2 new awards to recognize staff members for outstanding contributions in support of the university's mission and values. The first is the Innovation Award. This year's Innovation Award recognizes a team whose pioneering ideas and achievements support the university's mission and values and promote institutional excellence. This year's Innovation Award goes to the Integrity Lecture Capture Team. Lauren DeSantis, Director of Student Services in the College of Business Administration. Colleen Pantaloni, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Programs in the College of Business Administration. Mark Staples, Director of Academic Technology Services in the Information Services. Stephanie Trowbridge, Academic Technology Portfolio Manager in Academic Technology Services. And Frederick Weissman, Faculty Athletics Representative and Professor of Supply Chain and Information Management in the College of Business Administration. The work of the Integrity Lecture Capture Team underscores the importance of identifying a need and inventing a creative solution. Integrity has created a pioneering classroom tool that allows faculty to capture, store, and index courses for later review by students. It was originally designed for student athletes to keep pace with the coursework, establishing Northeastern as a leader in helping athletes succeed academically. And now, the service provides a valuable resource to the greater university community. The second staff award is the Outstanding Service Award, recognizing exceptional customer service and honors a staff member who personifies the Northeastern ambassador, the go-to person, an unsung hero who makes everything work, finds solutions to the most complex and thorny problems. I'm pleased to present this award to Ruth Ann Stiles, Director of Academic Fiscal Affairs. Ruth Ann embodies outstanding service and dedication to Northeastern. An accomplished financial analyst, she has been instrumental to help the university achieve its institutional goals. Not only is Ruth Ann a consummate professional, but she's also a tireless volunteer who personifies the meaning of community at Northeastern. You will frequently find her participating in campus life activities ranging from athletic events to move-in days. Congratulations.
Now marks the program, that part of the program, we will recognize our esteemed faculty, the backbone, the true backbone of this university. Today's honorees underscore the essence of what makes Northeastern a top experiential research university with global impact. They represent the very best in scholarship, teaching, and mentoring, and are inspired leaders in their fields. The depth and breadth of their accomplishments are impressive and contribute greatly to the momentum of our university. Today, we thank all of our faculty, and especially those being honored, for their unwavering commitment to excellence in everything that they do.
Good afternoon. It's an honor and a pleasure to present two 2012 Excellence in Research and Creativity Awards. First award is presented to Lisa Feldman Barrett, Distinguished Professor of Psychology. A renowned psychologist, Professor Barrett focuses on the nature of emotion through the lenses of psychology and neuroscience. Her interdisciplinary affective science lab incorporates methods from social, clinical, and personality psychology, psychophysiology, cognitive science, cognitive neuroscience, and visual cognition. Her impressive body of scholarly work, supported by grants from the National Science Foundation, National Institute of Health, and Army Research Institute. Congratulations, Professor Barrett. The second award is presented to Alexandros Makrianos, the George D. Barakis Trustee Chair and Professor in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Professor Makrianos is recognized worldwide for his innovative and prolific research in medicinal chemistry. He is the director and founder of Northeastern Center for Drug Discovery, where he leads a team of more than 50 researchers. A pioneer in the field, Professor Makrianos began his 4-decade career designing the methods necessary to discover crucial medications. Most recently, his research focuses on developing medicines, those used for weight loss and to treat chronic pain based on compounds found in cannabis. Congratulations.
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce the Excellence in Teaching Award recipients for 2012. Aaron Cram is an assistant professor of biology. Students praise Professor Cram's teaching as incredibly challenging, exceptionally well organized, and deeply engaging. She uses classroom technologies effectively to focus student learning in large courses. However, she also requires students to write frequently in ways that challenge them to think deeply and retain concepts at the leading edge of research. The hard work you put in pays off when you realize how much you've learned, says one of her students. Michael Pilastri is an associate professor in chemistry and chemical biology. Students describe Professor Pilastri as a dedicated, inventive instructor who motivates them to master challenging material. They credit his innovative methods with helping them to develop an understanding of organic chemistry instead of just memorizing a certain reaction, says one student. By combining enthusiastic personal engagement with classroom technologies like lecture capture, he provides all the tools necessary to succeed, says another student. The 2012 Klein University Lecturer Award goes to Carla Kaplan, the Stanton W. and Elizabeth K. Davis Distinguished Professor of American Literature. Professor Kaplan is an internationally recognized scholar of literary modernism, African American literature, and life writing. Her 2002 biography, Zora Neale Hurston, A Life in Letters, earned widespread acclaim. She's also served as editor of several major editions of works by writers of the Harlem Renaissance. Professor Kaplan's research has been supported by fellowships from the Guggenheim Foundation, the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture, and the National Endowment for the Humanities.
The rank of University Distinguished Professor is the highest university-wide faculty honor that Northeastern University can bestow on one of its faculty. Individuals named University Distinguished Professors have achieved international recognition and distinction for contributions to education, artistic creativity, and expression, and/or research that is outstanding and transformative in their fields. Individuals nominated for this honor have been recommended by a committee of distinguished scholars, and I do want to take this opportunity to thank them as well as all the others who have participated in the process of selecting individuals for today's awards. It is indeed my pleasure to present to you the 2012 University Distinguished Professors. The first is Richard Daynard, Professor of Law. Professor Daynard is president of the Northeastern University School of Law's Public Health Advocacy Institute and chair of the Institute's Tobacco Products Liability Project. He has led the international movement to establish the tobacco industry's legal responsibility for tobacco-induced death, disease, and disability, and has been instrumental in the effort to combat obesity worldwide. His research has received support from the National Cancer Institute, the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, the American Legacy Foundation, and the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. The next University Distinguished Professor is Vladimir Torchlin, Distinguished Professor of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Professor Torchlin is an internationally recognized, highly distinguished scholar. He has made extraordinary contributions in the fields of nanomedicine, drug delivery, enzymology, and immunology. In 2010, he was the world's second most cited researcher in the field. Why could you be the first? The second most cited researcher in the fields of pharmacology and toxicology. His numerous awards from the National Institutes of Health include a $13.5 million National Cancer Institute Center of Cancer Nanotechnology Excellence Grant to create commercially viable nanoparticle-based cancer treatments. On behalf of all those being honored today, I'd like to invite Vladimir Torchlin to come forward and make a few remarks.
So, good afternoon, everybody. Actually, I just realized that for the first time in my life, I am standing in front of the audience to deliver something which is not directly associated with my science. It's a pretty new experience for me, but I'll try to do my best. So first of all, let me to address a comment from Steve, Provost Director. Okay, I'll try to be the first. But as an excuse, I can tell that actually the summary was made over 10 years, and be the number 2 in the world during 10 years, which is from 2000 to 2010. It's actually not that bad. Anyway, thank you. So anyway, I believe I do the proper thing if on behalf of all awardees of today, I will sincerely thank community, leadership, university administration for what actually they awarded us with. I doubt that there is any further nice feeling that to be so much appreciated for your work and efforts by your colleagues and your administration. So feelings like that, they come not very often in your life, and I believe that all of us are really thrilled with what is going on today. When I came to the United States almost 25 years back, the big difference which I found between the Soviet attitude and US attitude, how you should work, is the following. In Soviet Union, they always considered that you're supposed to stay in one place all your life, and nothing could be better than if you start a student in a certain place, and eventually you died as Professor Emeritus, being still in the same place. And moving from place to place considered to be, really bad. They even have name for people like that, flyers. In the US, the whole flexibility of society requires you to move as fast as possible. Not as fast as possible, as fast as you deserve to move. I believe that my life settled myself somewhere in between. Over the years, I'm in science, and to be fair, it's quite a long years. I came to the lab as a third-year undergraduate student in Moscow State in 1965. And I published my first paper, scientific paper, in 1968. So it's a pretty long time. And I just changed only 4 places: Moscow State, National Center for Cardiology back in the US, Harvard Medical School, and Northeastern University. And over my 14 years at Northeastern, I'm really thrilled with rate, speed, and quality of the university growth and development. And this is true for all respects. If you just look around at campus and you see how beautifully it changed just look-wise. So it's very different than it was 15 years back. If you look at the quality of faculty, again, it goes up continuously. If you look at the quality of students, so now we are taking the best students in the country and still be selecting among those. And actually, this is a good place for me to say that when you are in experimental science, you alone can do virtually nothing. Your success, to a great extent, to the greatest extent, depends on who is working with you. And over the years, I was absolutely blessed with outstanding postdocs and graduate students who actually did just everything which I usually present just anywhere. And I'm absolutely grateful those beautiful folks who assisted and helped me to get to the spot where I am now. University is certainly on rise, but does it mean that we cannot grow even further? So we know from, school calculus that we can add unity to any number. Doesn't matter how good you are, you always can be better. And there is one thing we always have to keep in mind about. Somehow it happened that humanity is built in such a way that our morality and philosophy is always somehow behind our success in science, our advance in technology, and we always are catching up, because it wouldn't be this way, we wouldn't be having so many troubles as we have today with all the technology. And what I would like to see on campus, like more mutual respect and tolerance. Or more exactly, to see that each case of intolerance is clearly condemned by our community and leadership, rather than allowed to persist by pretending that it doesn't exist. Over the years, I have dozens of students in my lab who represented more than 30 countries and all possible confessions. I have Catholics, Protestant, Orthodox Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindu, Sinti, name it. And I'm almost as proud, I am as proud with the fact that every time when we're gathering together, which happens usually once a year, we all are like one big family, and very friendly family. Because the science is a bridge which allows to connect things which seemingly look unconnectable, but they are. And as I said, I'm as proud with this as with achievement in science our group did. One more thing, which has nothing to do with my own story and my feelings about what's going on today. I see in the program that the presidential medallion today is going to Anthony Manganaro. And I'm really happy that over the years, I was lucky enough to work with this gentleman who brought ideas and support in the whole big field of science I'm lucky enough to be involved in. And this was very special. It's not like in other donations. I never saw a person being so personally involved in science and so much thinking about success of ideas he himself was developing in the field, which is not as close to him as what he's doing every day. So I'm really very, very happy that this award goes to him today. I would like to say much more, but time is short. Thank you very much, Northeastern. I don't know for how long I will be able to work at the level which is required by my new title. But I promise you that whatever this time is, I will do my best. Thank you very much again. Thank you.
Congratulations and great job. And now it is time to talk about Anthony Manganaro again and again and again. So let me talk about the Presidential Medallion first. This is the university's most prestigious honor. It symbolizes excellence, commitment, and contribution. And it is a permanent representation of the holder's dedication to advancing Northeastern. When selecting a recipient for this honor, the university looks to members of the community who are the brightest exemplars of Northeastern academic and research excellence. An individual whose energy and zeal have strengthened our ties with the community, the city of Boston, the nation, and indeed the world. An individual who brought resources and funds that are critical to our students, our faculty, and our mission. Anthony Manganaro embodies each of these important traits to its fullest. His excitement and his enthusiasm for all that is Northeastern, scholarship, research, faculty, and especially students, is unparalleled, and his commitment is beyond compare. He has taken the university's mission of educating students for a life of fulfillment and accomplishment to heart, embracing it fully and supporting it at each turn. Anthony has transformed Northeastern with his passion for higher education, a passion shared by his family, many of whom also called Northeastern their alma mater, and they are here, and I see the future generations ready too, to be part of us. As our university was evolving into a world-class institution, Anthony recognized the importance of ensuring that a Northeastern education remained within reach for those with the potential to excel academically, but who faced exceptional odds. A first-generation college graduate who has attained exceptional professional success, Anthony seized the opportunity to power change. Together, the Manganero family became the lead supporters of the bold and innovative Torch Scholarships, and we have Torch Scholars here among us. I want you to stand and be recognized by our community. Thank you. Thank you. The Torch Scholars identify promising students based on non-traditional markers of academic success. The investment of the Manganero family prompted others to follow suit, and some of us are here today on the platform. Torch is a testament to you students who are dedicated to improving your lives through education, determination, and hard work. Students who believe in their own potential to be strong and positive forces in the world. You heard my colleague Vladimir Torchanen talk about the research that in fact Anthony did. And I can tell you that this research on delivering vitamin C to tumors resulted in an intellectual property, in a patent. And as a matter of fact, Anthony and his family have given the patent to Northeastern and have supported the research that Vladimir is leading to show the impact of this discovery. And in fact, Vladimir, when we started working on that, I asked Vladimir, I said, look, I don't want you to please Anthony. I want you to tell me whether this has potential. And he said it has great potential, and he's proving it. So thank you, Anthony, for doing that. The reason, frankly, on a personal note, I gave Anthony the presidential medallion is because I don't want him to replace me. Because he generates so many ideas and he makes them a reality that, in fact, I said the best way to honor him is to keep him at bay and give him the presidential medallion. Do you agree with me, Michelle? Is it a good strategy? Good. He's an exceptional man. Do you agree with me, Michelle? Do you all agree with me, the family? I would like to ask the family to stand and be recognized. Anthony, you are a mentor, a role model, and a close friend. And I want to share with you that it is indeed a pleasure for me, for my colleagues, and for the trustees who are here, who came here to honor you, including our chair. And I think that you are an exceptional man. Michelle will agree with me one more time, even though she will ask you to take the garbage tonight. So without further ado, it is my privilege, my honor, to bestow the Presidential Medallion, our highest honor, to Anthony Manganero, and after that, I'm going to ask Anthony to say a few words. Anthony. Anthony, you have the podium.
I feel a little bit like Flavor Flav. Have you seen Flavor Flav? Yeah. Thank you, Joseph. When I was informed that I would be receiving this medallion, given previously to two exceptional Northeastern alumni, Dr. George Costas and Neil Finnegan, I was humbled. How could an ex-drywall contractor from Everett, Massachusetts, be included in such an elite group of university honorees? Who could have imagined? I've been involved with Northeastern since I studied civil engineering here in the 1960s. Michelle and I have 3 children, Renee, Todd, and Nicole, all graduates of Northeastern. The Northeastern experience has been an important part of the Manganaro family. I don't have to tell you, this is a unique place with a valuable mission. I believe in the educational work that takes place on this campus. What I learned and experienced here made a lasting impression. I am a better person because of Northeastern. Today, I contribute my time, ideas, and resources so Northeastern can continue to impact young lives. I hope my input makes a difference. We are all the product of learning, be it in the classroom or on the street. Someone somewhere taught us what's important. Let me tell you about a lesson I learned at a young age. As I said earlier, I grew up in Everett, a blue-collar town outside of Boston. When I was about 10, my friends and I started hanging out at a rundown, understocked convenience store called Pop's Variety. It was named after its aging curmudgeon of an owner, Paolo Bazzanti. Paolo was the son of a wealthy doctor who traveled to this country right after World War I. He had left his wife behind and his family's wealth behind. His wife passed away before he was able to bring her over. So he started Pop's Variety, where he worked 15 hours every day for about 40 years. Paolo lived in a small room attached to the store. He was a stout man who always wore a crisp storekeeper's linen jacket. He laughed deeply, genuinely, and often, his face turning a bright red, and his considerable jowls shook at those special moments. An Italian song on the radio always had Paolo singing along loudly. Volare was a big hit at Pop's Variety. A generous man, he gave away more candy and baseball cards than he sold. He would always help families through rough times with a couple of boxes or 2 of free groceries. There was a love-hate relationship between the neighborhood kids and Paolo. We were smart, Alex. We would drive him nuts. But when the chips were down, he loved us and we loved him. Eventually, Paolo became too old to run the store. He got sick just about the time I was going off to college. One of my friends, Bob Milley, Paola's favorite, also a Northeastern graduate, arranged for public assistance so he could move into a makeshift nursing home in the neighborhood. Bob and I would visit him quite often. Each time we visited him, he'd do the same thing. He'd say, "Hand me that cigar box on the nightstand." That cigar box contained all his worldly possessions. He would open the cigar box and he would regale us with stories of his life. Each item in the cigar box represented a remarkable story. When you added all those items and stories together, you had the most tangible, meaningful, and moving moments of a man's life. From those visits to Paolo, I learned an important lesson. Whether you are 17 or 80, whether you are rich or poor, infamous or famous. What counts most in life is a memory or an item that will fit into a cigar box. Not your yacht, not your big house, not your fancy cars. They are all temporary possessions. But your cigar box moments are permanently yours. After Paola died, we had him buried with his cigar box on a simple wooden coffin in a pauper's grave. Where there are no headstones, just poppies. I didn't think this was going to be that tough. People would be surprised to know that below those poppies rests a very rich man with all his priceless possessions. Today will remain a special memory for me. And you can be sure that when I get home, I will place this President's Medallion safely into my cigar box. So thank you for the cigar box moment.
Anthony, I forgot to mention to you that for every function that we have, official function, you have to wear the presidential medallion. If we find you without it, you have to pay a beer, to offer a beer to every one of us here, students included, but you have to show your ID.
Am I covered under workman's comp?
No, you're not covered. So, Dr. Manganero, distinguished faculty colleagues, students, and staff members, we once again applaud you for all that you have achieved. You are true exemplars of Northeastern. As we conclude this academic honors convocation, we are actually embarking on a new beginning. The successes we celebrate today fuel our momentum and lay the foundation for even greater accomplishments. In other words, we're not stopping. We are not stopping, and you are driving us. You are fueling our momentum. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I look forward to seeing you all next year at the 3rd Annual Academic Honors Convocation, when we again pause to acknowledge the people who make this university great. Thank you for coming, and now we are going to celebrate all together. Join us for the reception. Thank you very much.
I'd like to ask all of you to please remain seated until the platform party has a chance to leave. Once again, I'd like to add my thanks for you to come for today to celebrate the proud moment of this university when we acknowledge just the wonderful accomplishments of so many of our outstanding members of our community. And I ask you to join me in congratulating them one more time.